Hello, how you guys doing? What's going on? Welcome to Jessica Kohai on News and Politics. And today we gotta tell Charlamagne, shut the up, all right? So I have some people that's speaking about Charlamagne. He has gone to his platform with so many people and black people and just saying that Democrats should just give in and just, hey, just let the Republicans destroy the world and everything is going to fine. Then you'll get your SNAP benefits. That is the most craziest thing ever. Okay, so I have some people that's going to speak about this, so I want us to watch. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe here. Jessica Kahai, no News and Politics. Let's see what everybody is saying. Okay,
Democrats, you fought. It seemed like you lost the fight. At this point, go on, give it up. At least give the people some relief by getting the government back open. Let these people get these SNAP benefits. Let these government workers get their checks. We don't need all of this craziness at the TSA during the holidays. I think you lost.
We'll continue to watch.
I feel like they lost. It's over.
It's crazy. It depends on what you're fighting for.
Seems like a pride thing now.
Charlamagne, shut the fuck up. Golly. I know your job is to talk, and that's fine, but why don't you stay in your lane? Because you do not know what you're talking about. How are we losing when there was a whole blue wave last night? We're not losing. What you're basically saying is that the people need to choose between health care or eating and flying and the government being open. Shut up.
Because the premiums, which the open enrollment started this weekend, November 1st. And so people are getting those letters in the mail. In fact, one person in Utah, a woman in Utah, she told ABC News that she opened her bill and saw that her monthly premium had already jumped from about $400 a month, Charlamagne, to over $2,000 a month. And so at this point, it's like, what's going to happen? Is it retroactive? Like, how is this going to work as we continue to go forward? So you're absolutely right.
And the premiums are set for a year. So at this point, if the premiums have already gone up, if they set for a year, at least give the people some relief and get the government back open.
Do not listen to what the hell he just said. That to me is beyond idiotic, because this battle that we're seeing is not solely about health care. Rebecca, I don't know what the hell that was. That was just bullshit.
Look, what I heard was an exchange of two people who don't understand how this works. So what they're talking about are the health insurance premiums that are in the marketplace. The marketplaces are the state exchanges. The state exchanges is because of Obamacare, aka the Affordable Care Act. Here's the thing. Those premiums are effective January 1, 2026. You get about 60 days notice in most states. Some states put out their new expected premiums back in October, some kind of at the end of September. But this is giving notice of, hey, if you continue at the level of health insurance plan that you have, this is what you're going to start to pay effective January 1. And so the erroneous, I mean, this isn't just misinformation here. This starts to look like this is intentional disinformation, is where you have bad, misleading information that's intentionally targeted to a certain demographic. The demographic here is Black voters. The reason why is the Black voters are the base of the Democratic Party. Right now, the Democrats are in lockstep saying that, no, we're not going to give you the votes that you need in order to end this government shutdown. You Republicans need to come to us and work out a deal. And so by trying to talk to Black folks, so then Black folks can then talk to Democratic members of the House and Democratic members of the Senate to get Democrats to back down. That's what Charlamagne is trying to do here. What should happen, if I was advising the Democratic Party, is tell them, hey, look, there are some Republicans who have introduced clean resolution plus extension of the health insurance credits, sorry, not health insurance credits, but some of the discounts that the government will pay. So people aren't paying those exorbitant health insurance prices starting January 1. So this is disinformation that we're seeing that Charlamagne is doing. This is not just mistaken information. This is intentional, going after Black voters.
Niambi, the reason I think it's bad advice is because when you are in political battles, you maximize your leverage. And when you are fighting on behalf of people, they understand that there are people who are not getting benefits. They know there are federal workers who are not getting their paychecks as well. But they also are dealing with an administration that's been slashing and burning and firing people indiscriminately as well. So all this is wrapped up. So what you do not do is you do not capitulate. You do not back down. You don't go, oh, well, you know what? Hey, we'll just go ahead and pack
there. But I will say this is the exact point. This is why people need to do what it is that they do well. And when you don't understand health insurance or politics, you don't do that. You do entertainment news. Because what this is about is the fact that Republicans say want those premiums to go up and want them to go up permanently. That's why we're in this shutdown fight. That's why it's protracted. It is not on Democrats to just say, well, we'll give up everything so we can just open the government. That's not going to do anything for people come January when those insurance premiums go into effect. And the reason that people have been able to enjoy health care through the Affordable Care Act exchanges has largely been because of this subsidizing. And we did it during COVID. We can continue doing it. Republicans don't want to do it because they want to transfer money to their wealthy donors in the wealthy class. That is the conversation. And if you're not having that conversation, then you're not being sincere. And you are certainly doing a disservice to the millions of listeners who come on that show. And this might be the only bit of political news they get. And some of those very same listeners are getting their insurance through these exchanges. So this is irresponsible at best. It's malfeasance at worst.
Fortunately, the pain is very real across the country due to the government shutdown. The pain is very real state to state, as so many millions of people of all races are being hurt by SNAP benefits. The pain is really real for travelers who have hours and hours of waits and delays because of TSA workers and air traffic controllers are not getting paid. It is definitely impacting even my own family. My sister's a nurse in the military. She has not received her paycheck. I've got plenty of friends who are active duty who are not receiving their paychecks. But all that aside, we have complained and we have seen how Trump has slashed education budgets, slashed healthcare budgets, has done so much to eliminate tens of thousands of jobs, not just in the government, and then all the ecosystems that when those government jobs, it's not just the person in the house loses jobs, the restaurants they go to, the child care center they could afford to used to send their kids to, and now they can't. So many other people are affected when all of these folks are losing their jobs. And Democrats, for once, have both the narrative on their side, because guess what? Republicans control the House, they control the Senate, they control the White House, and even though this is supposed to be nonpartisan, they control the Supreme Court as well. So they have all the levers of power. That it is on them to come up with something if they want to really reopen the government. But they realize that it is so untenable, especially when these ACA subsidies end at the end of the year, and they are hearing it in their districts that I can't afford a 50, 100, 150% increase in my health care. I'm going to have to come off of health care. And then I keep a job. I hope I keep my job that may be subsidizing the health care. And small businesses and large businesses are looking at to what levels they're going to